Welcome to Fiji today as we get to see the amazing EU team coming off their Manchester Nines victory, as well as against the Pasifika. What do you think is going to happen with this one, Luke?
In previous off seasons there was an unofficial match between these two, and we saw some very good footy then. So I expect a lot of that today with these teams.
And today on the sideline we have Corey. Corey, what's it like down there?
Lovely here on the sideline. The weather's beautiful this afternoon. Two teams, great players, plenty of crowd, ready to go. Back up to you, Driscoll.
All right, thank you, Corey. As we're about to see the kickoff, it's obviously Sonny Tyre, the captain of the Pasifika. This should be a really interesting game. I think Pasifika have a very strong team. What's your thoughts on the EU team, Luke?
Yeah, the Pasifika team is a strong one. A lot of familiar faces. EU has built up our squad since previous test match. As we see Prakash take the first hit up there.
Yep, and he gets it off to McClucky. McClucky off to Demando. Obviously a fair few Titans in this EU team, especially their halves. They should be looked to combine. They should have no issues playing together, as McClucky passes to Prakash and Prakash passes it off to Ollie Pache, and Pache drives towards the 50-metre line and he's brought down on the third tackle. Certainly a big forward line in this EU team, as we get to see Ponkston off to Crimp, and Crimp, he's through a gap and he's racing towards the 30, but he's brought down around 32 from the Pasifika line. Fourth tackle, 2 minutes in. Really good play so far, wouldn't you say, Luke?
Yeah, some really good meters in that set. They'll put an attacking kick in here. So we'll go to Boston. Boston kicks it. Boston goes down. He's going to go into the end goal, but Johnny Boy Mavava's there. He collects it, but he gets driven back.
Yeah, you got to speak to the captains before the game, Corey. What was the instructions from the sheds?
Sheds-wise, both teams wanted to come out fast and strong to load a blow into each other. The EU team definitely coming out strong with the Titans lineup. They're looking to bring the force they brought into the finals in their season 7 into this first game.
And as we see, a penalty after a knock on there, and EU's going the safe route, and they're going to go for the 2 points. Interesting choice. 3 minutes into the match, do you think they should have went for that one, Luke, or should they kept the pressure on?
It's a test match. Anything can go. So getting points early on the board was probably a really good way to go about it.
You're not wrong. There's a long way to go in this match, though. Those 2 points might be valuable as we get to see Sonny Tyre come up with a kick-off again. So what are the strike weapons that a Pasifika have got, Luke?
Well, you've got the obvious choices in Crimp and Demano on the wings, but you've got Ponkston at the back, and he's proven very valuable in the night squad, taking them all the way to the grand final.
Yep, I was see Ponkston get the ball and offload it to Prakash. Prakash drives to the 21 metres from his own line. Really good metres so far from the kick returns, the kickoff returns, as Ollie Pache now takes a hit up and he pushes to the 30-metre line. As we get to see, was there much noise about that penalty down there, Corey?
Not much, really. The crowd's a little quiet after EU getting first points here at home, but they're looking to... Oh, no, here we go again.
Through a break. And he drives to the 40-metre line. They're certainly finding metres easily, as Ponkston now steps one, and he goes through the hole, and he's brought down 15 out on the last 53 metres gained off that set of 6. So they pass it off to Short to Borsons. Borsons puts a bomb up, and that's awfully close to the line there. And he's caught it clean, and he steps one. It's Barnes, and Barnes, he's tackled there by Ponkston. That was some really good get out of jail there, wouldn't you say, for Pasifika, Luke?
But the kick was really good. The just chases weren't there, and Barnes had all the time in the world to get that and get that step on.
As we see Manu to King. King he's made another 3 metres. They're 31 out from their own line. Tim James off to Manu to Hunt, and Hunt's going to drive towards the 40. They're really finding it hard to get out of their own end so far in this match, as we get to see Manu. He takes the kick, and he's kicked it into space. This Oh, just didn't have the angle for a 40-20 as Ponkston picks up the ball. He steps one, and now he drives to the 30-metre line. That was a really good, wouldn't you say there, Luke?
Yeah, really beautiful kick from Manu. As we just see Alan break the line. He passes it back to Prakash. Prakash will drive up towards the 30.
Yeah, this is really good play so far from EU as McCluckey passes to Ponkston. Ponkston steps one and then passes to Borsons, and Borsons drives his way 22 out from the Pasifika line. Short, off to Pache. Pache takes another hit up. They're 10 out now. 8 minutes into the game. Fourth tackle. Prakash, he takes a hit up. They're going one out here, so we should get to see an attacking kick from here as they're looking to the left-hand side or the right. Oh, they pass it to the right to McCluckey. McCluckey puts a very shallow bomb in. There's EU players around. Nofalengawi gets tackled 9 metres out, and we get to see Pasifika come out from their own end again. What'd you make of that set, Luke?
It was a good set. They made some strong meters with a couple of line breaks, but they're just not finishing it with these final kicks, these last tackle options.
Yep, as we get to see Kausikau now take his first hit up, and he's made it to 28 out from their own line. Tyre passes to Nanai. Nanai standing out on the wing. He takes his hit up, but he's 35 out. Third tackle. Tyre to Tua. Tua, he's palmed one off, and he's pushing, but Ponk brings him down. 40 out from the EU line, and this is the first chance we get to see Pasifika in their end, and he's thrown an intercept, and Borsons is through, but he's tackled just past the 50, 40 out from the Pasifika line. Pache to Prakash. Prakash takes a hit up. Making a lot of mistakes so far, wouldn't you say, Luke?
Yeah, their errors are definitely not there. As we just see the EU throw an intercept and Tyres away. His step one, he's got brought down onto the 30.
Yeah, the ankle tap slowed down his momentum there, and he had to regather his feet. But as we get to see Kausikau now take a hit up, he's tackled by Borsons. He gets up to play the ball. Kowal to Tyre. Tyre to Nanai. Nanai, who's been destructive this season in the SRL as we're in the off-season now. We get to see Tyre off to Kowal. Kowal's going to drive. He's going to get turned over on his back. It's going to be a relatively slow play the ball as the EU line prepares for the next one. Oh, it's a great pass, and Barnes scores underneath the post. That's a fantastic try for Pasifika.
Yeah, and Barnes right there. You weren't stopping him. You don't expect Barnes to be put in a lineup and him not score.
Yeah, the missed tackle under the post. The defence really got shown out there as we get to see Tyre take a kick. Corey, what's the stands like down there?
Oh, well, the home crowd's loving the home team scoring first here this afternoon. In Pasifika, it was perfect from Eli Barnes. The little left foot step into the forwards, sneaking through. It's just regular stuff from Eli Barnes.
Yeah, and that was all on the basis of that brilliant intercept from Tyre, who managed to gain really good meters off that intercept, and then obviously they got their chance to attack, and it proved to be very dangerous as we get to see McCluckey kick off the ball now. So McCluckey kicks off the ball. He's going to the left side of the uprights, and it's gone to Manu. Manu off to Nanai. Nanai, he's tackled 20 out from his own line, or 21 out from his own line. 13 minutes gone, 6-2. He gets up, plays the ball. Tyre off to Kausikau. Kausikau taking a hit up, and he makes a good 5 metres off that run, and he's 30 out. Second tackle. And Manu's pulled down at the 40-metre line. He gets up, plays the ball to Hunt to Mayava. Mayava drives towards the 50, but he's stopped just short. 14 minutes gone. What's your thoughts so far, Luke?
This is a good set after points. This is what you wanted. They'll get to their kick here and complete their set. Yeah, just a bit of just let up by EU there, and that led to that try. So we'll see EU get the ball and be able to hopefully strike back, as we see Pache make the line break there.
So far, the EU's middles are certainly making a lot of ground. It's just once they get into that attacking end, as Prakash is just driven back by the two prop forwards there. Wells off to Borsons to McCuzzy flicks the ball back on the inside to Wells drives, and he makes it to exactly where Igor made it to. Short now takes a hit up, and he makes it to the 20. Fifth tackle, 51 metres gained. They look to the left. McClucky puts a grubber in. It's picked up by Prakash. Prakash is going to keep driving. Is anybody going to get... Yep, and he's turned over on his back, so we get to see them restart from the 10.
Yeah, that looks promising there from AU, but just couldn't get the ball down before the defence arrived to help bring him down.
And McClucky this year for the Titans has had some really devastating grubbers and have caused the Titans to score many tries. So it's really good scramble defence there from Pasifika as they get up, play the ball, Tayo back on the inside to Tua. And he's brought down 45 out from his own line on the third tackle. Manu off to Hunt. Hunt is driving, but he makes it to just past the 50. Tim James off to Lillard. Lillard takes a hit up, and he drives 34 out from the line on the fifth tackle. Tyre puts the kick in. He's sort of shanked it. It's gone to Angie Slugger, and Angie Slugger tries to break that tackle, but he's brought down 28 from his own line. Crimp to Wells. Wells to Pache. Pache takes a hit up, and he's brought down 40 out from his own line. Ollie Pache's had a lot of good runs, wouldn't you say, Luke?
He's had some devastating runs so far. A very good, strong, solid forward, as usual. As Boston there tries to make a break, but gets tackled. He'll get up, play the ball, he goes to Wells. Wells goes short, pushes off one, but gets tackled.
Yep, and as we get to see Wells pass it back to McClucky. McClucky kicks the ball. It goes to King. King steps one, and he's going down the line, but he's brought down by Ponkston and the centre there, and he's 35 out. As we get to see Manu. Manu takes a hit up. He's 50 out.
We were talking about the strike weapons in AU. What do you think of the Pasifika team? Who's the most dangerous out there?
They've certainly got a lot of skills out there. Riker Manu obviously played really well for the Roosters, but you can't discredit Sonny Tyre in the halves there for the Sharks. So as we get to see, and NBT playing his favoured position on the wing and not on the fullback. As Tim James now takes the kick, it goes straight to Ponkston in the centre there. And Ponkston runs back, and he's broken through, and he's going to get brought down there. 47 out from the line. Igor McCuzzy now breaking through the centre. He throws the offload to Leondis. Leondis has pulled down 52 out on the second tackle. Wells off to Snicko Bro. Snicko Bro's on the field now. They've just had the interchanges. What do you think of the squad depths, Luke?
The EU's got some strong bench players. We've got the two on now, and we've still got Jake Scott and Daniel Hellier on the bench. As we see, Ponkston breaks the line. He steps one. He gets tackled, but he will push towards the 8 metres out.
It's last tackle. Oh, it's come off a head there, and Snicko Bro's just going to take the hit up, and we're going to see Pasifika come out of their own end. What's your thoughts so far, Corey, down on the lines?
Pretty much my entire thoughts on this game is this game's going to end up being a battle between fullbacks. When it comes to Ponkston and Eli Barnes, the impact both of them have towards a team is going to be huge in finishing off this game. And honestly, I've got to put my hand up for Pasifika at this point. They're playing wonderfully.
You're absolutely correct there, as Riker Manu now on the third tackle's pulled down just before the 30, and it's off to Tatua. And Farfili now drives. He's 25 out from the EU line. Kausakau now pushes forward, and we're going to see last tackle, 65 metres gained.
Yeah, very strong set from Pasifika, but just like the EU, there's just last tackle options, aren't there? As you see, Allen gets up to play the ball. He'll go to Wells. Wells goes to McClucky. McClucky goes to Bro. Bro breaks the line break. But Barnes will catch him and will bring him down shy of the 50-metre line. He'll go up, play the ball. Bit of a slow play the ball. To Wells. Wells goes Allen. Allen tries to make a break, but gets brought down in a two-man tackle there. I'll get up, play the ball. He goes to Wells. Wells goes to McLucky. McLucky goes to McCuzzey. McCuzzey breaks the line. He's grabbed in a two-man tackle and brought down try to 20. Last tackle here. Wells will go to McLucky. McLucky will put a grubber in. And Slugger's there. Slugger's grabbed it, but he is brought down before he can get over the score try there, and we'll have a hand over there.
Unlucky from Slugger. Good tackle from Eli Barnes there at the very last minute to save the day for the Pasifika team. But I want to take a quick note on the halves and the right now the horrible final sets. You'd think Mike Borston's would be having a day, considering he's the most fresh off the field after playing in the Junior Cups, in the Origin Cup, Game 1, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So far, we'll have to go check.
But yeah, so far we've seen that kicking game of McLucky so far, and they've defended 2 tries so far from that kicking game. As we see, Ty will put the kick in, and it's a very shallow kick, so McGuzzy will pick that up and will push back to over the 40. McGuzzy will play the ball to Wells. Wells goes to Boston. Boston goes to Lubbock. He loves to play the ball to Wells. Ponkston steps one. He tries to get past another, but he goes back to Short. Short gets tackled and brought down. And Allen makes a line break there. He'll play the ball. Goes to Wells, goes to Leondis. Leondis goes to Bro. Bro takes a tackle. He drives up. He gets shy of the 10-metre line.
Yep, as we get to see McLucky now taking a big kick towards the corner. Is there going to be pressure? Oh, and it's Slugger that's caught it and he's put it down. That looked great.
Looked like the kick was going to go a bit too deep there, but Slugger's there. He jumps forward. He out-jumps MBT and he gets that try.
Yeah, what's the noise like down? What's the noise let down like there, Corey?
It's gone dead silent from the home crowd certainly, but you can't blame Slugger. He missed the first one that he got into that corner because of Eli, but Eli wasn't down there that time, and he got through over MPT. And McLucky striking it. Saw that from the sideline. Wasn't going in. And anyway,
yeah,
wins are picking up.
No, and as we get to see now, it's 6-all, so that 2 points are obviously keeping EU at drawing at 6-all now with 29 minutes gone, as we get to see Sonny Tyre take the kickoff. Luke, what would you suggest to sort of get more points on the board here? What do we need to see?
Both teams are playing exactly how we expected, very strong defensive sets, strong attacking sets at the same, but just need to complete your sets and the points will come. These last tackle options for both teams have become very lackluster.
Yeah, I think what we get to see now is an arm wrestle and a grind, as we get to see Leondis there take a hit up, and he's around 35 from his own line, as we get to see Wally Allen. Now he breaks through the middle and he's dragged down 40 out from the Pasifika line as he gets up to play the ball, and McLucky now off to Ponkston. Oh, that's got to be dangerous. You certainly got to man up if Ponkston's got the ball, as he stands up very gingerly there to play the ball. It's passed off to McLucky. McLucky kicks for the corner. It's caught by NBT, and NBT's just tackled 25 out.
It looks very dangerous there. He had open space, NBT, but McCuzzey was just there to grab him.
Yeah, and as you see here, as I said, the arm wrestle in this game has been really good. Both teams showing that they can make meters through the middle, as Cow's now drives up to the 42 out from his own line. He passes it to Tyre to Manu off to Barnes. Oh, that was a good tackle there, as it was a very dangerous moment if that space was created. As Tua bumps off one and he's running through, and he's dragged down by Ponkston on the last. He's 18 out from the EU line as he gets up to play the ball. Passes to Tyre. Tyre puts that bomb up over in the right-hand side corner. It's caught by Demando, and Demando steps through one, but then he's swamped by the Pasifika players. McLucky to Nofalengawi. He's down the sideline. he's got three Pacifica. He weren't going much further, wouldn't you say, Luke?
No, it was a good run by him. He got up some good meters there as they go to Leondis. Leondis goes to Bro. Bro takes the tackle. He drives over the halfway mark. He gets up. He'll get up, play the ball. He goes to Wells. Wells goes to Boston. Boston goes to Ponkston. Ponkston goes out to Crimp. Crimp steps one. He's on the inside. He goes. Oh, he throws an intercept.
Oh, that's a bit unfortunate there for EU, but he probably should have held it and taken the meters that he was going to get, as Tua now takes a hit up and he drives towards the 50. Pacific will certainly get their chances now to drive towards the EU line as it goes to Hunt, and Hunt offloads to the inside, and now Farfafili's dragged down this side of 52 meters as he's passed off to Tua, and he drives to 38 from the EU line as we get to see Kausakau now taking one of his trademark hit-ups, and he certainly makes a lot of post-contact meters, wouldn't you say?
He's a good driver of the footy. He'll almost drive in every tackle he gets. As we see, Crimp gets the ball. He does take a bit of a run-up, but doesn't get too far. As Slugger gets up, plays to McCuzzin. McCuzzin gets the break. He pushes off one. But he won't get away from the two defenders there.
Yep, and as we get to see Wells now stands up, goes to Leondis. Leondis pushes 50 metres out from the Pacifica line as it goes to Borsons. Borsons on the inside to Ponkston, and he's wrapped up straight away as soon as he's caught that ball. As we get to see, there's 3 minutes left in this half. Hopefully we can get to see more points on the board as Michael Crimp takes a hit up from the wing there. Short now. Short's put the kick in. It's gone over to the left-hand side corner, and and King's tackled 10 metres out from his own line. King gets up to play the ball. There's 2 minutes left. They've got to cover a lot of metres if they want to make it to the other end to put some points on as Hunt drives now to the 20 on the second tackle. Hunt now to James, passes off to Kausakau, and Kausakau now has tackled 25 out. Really safe defensive set here for EU as Hunt now, he drives his way to 36 out, fourth tackle. We might even see a 40-20 attempt here, and they've gone for it, but it looks like it's going to land in the middle of the field. Ponkston picks the ball up and he's running back, and he's been absolutely whomped into next week as Ponkston gets up, plays the ball to McClucky to McCuzzy, and McCuzzy drives towards a 20, and I think that's all the points we're going to get for the rest of this half as Borsons now offloads on the inside. He's thrown an intercept. Oh, Hunt, they've got a chance here. There's 20 seconds left. They pass it to the right to Manu. Manu offloads to Barnes. Barnes to King. King steps one, and he's going to be held up by Ponkston, but he's going to drive over. He's awfully close, and he's held up. Welcome back to the Fiji, where we get to see it's 6-6 at half-time, Pacifica versus EU, as we're about to see McClucky kick off. What's your take on the first half there, Luke?
A very strong defensive game from both sides. We've only one try apiece, so we'll see if they get a bit more expansive in the second half, or we'll see another grind.
Yep, as we get to see Hunt break through, and he throws the offload, but Jake Scott's caught it. Now they're on the attack, the EU team, 35 out from the Pacifica line. Wells passes to McClucky. McClucky back on the inside to Ponkston, and Ponkston to the 30-metre line, trying to find space in the middle as Borsons goes inside to McClucky. That Titans pairing up for a really nice play there as we get to see Borsons stand up, 12 out from the Pacifica line. We'll go to Slugger out on the edge there as he gets up. He's a couple of metres short. Crimp now to Hellier to McCuzzy. McCuzzy drives, fifth tackle, 24 metres made off that set as McCuzzy gets up, plays the ball. It goes to McClucky, and McClucky just tries to hit it up, and he's going to drive, and he's turned over on his back at the last minute. Really good defence there from Pacifica in that time. Corey, you spoke to the captains at half. What did they say?
Both teams want the team to keep the intensity they had in the first half. They don't want those silly mistakes that were made into the later ends of the first half. They want to just keep it disciplined and try and find those small gaps again that they found in the early game, especially the EU team.
Yep, thank you. Really interesting stats came from that halftime. Ponkston made 6 line breaks. Certainly as dangerous as ever, and that's probably why the Knights managed to get into that top 8, and all on the back of Ponkston. Luke, what do you expect from this second half?
We've got some fresh subs on the field, so we've got some fresh players out there to take some really good hit-ups, as we see Crimp make a good run to pass the 30 there.
Yep, and Pasifika have seen their subs come on. It's Sione Mataus and Tavita Vulavakala. And obviously Pasifika, as we get to see Ponkston go through a gap, he offloads it back to the middle to Hellier, and Hellier, he drives his way. Third tackle and 28 out from the Pasifika line as it goes to Ponkston, and Ponkston steps 1. He cuts back on the inside and he's tackled there. He's 12 out, 4th tackle. Ponkston gets up, plays the ball. Hellier passes off to Wally Allen. Wally Allen's going to take this hit up. He's going to drive as close to the line as possible. As EU get up, they pass it back to McLucky. McLucky puts the bomb over into the corner as he knocks it back, and Ponkston goes over the line for the second try for the EU team, and it was a great tap back there.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful tap back, and as I've said with Eli Barnes, just as much as you would expect him to score, you can't stop this man either with Ponkston scoring.
And the crowd's going wild down there, Corey.
Not in the way you'd want Driscoll. It's the home crowd, so they're not too happy the EU team's on the board. They're giving it to the good old EU team, who's now leading. But we'll have to see it. They've calmed him down a little bit. They're just hoping the good old Pasifika team can hop onto that advantage they just got with McLucky missing his second kick.
Yes, McLucky only getting that penalty conversion in the first half. Certainly missing the conversions from the line there, as we get to see Sonny Tyre now set up for the kickoff. 6 minutes gone, and he's put some points on the board. How do they strike back at the Pasifika team, Luke?
Just through completing their sets. They got a little bit loose there, and that's caused the EU to be able to get that advantage. But if Pasifika they complete their sets, they'll find their way back in. They've got the strike power.
Yep, as EU's got the ball. At half, they made their changes as well. Obviously, Luke Short moved to prop. Scott comes on as prop for Parche, and Hellier moves to lock. So that's really good changes there. Step for that EU team. As well, stands up. He does a shuffle. Doesn't get past the markers though. He's trying to catch him napping as Nofalangawi to Allen, and Allen, he makes a good 5 meters off that run. 5th tackle, 44 meters gain off that set of 6 as they pass it back to McLucky. McLucky, he goes very shallow, and it's picked up by NBT, and Borsons just hangs on as they get a good chance to enter the EU half. As Tyre now to Barnes. Barnes steps through the middle. He throws the offload to Mataus. Mataus is in some space, but he's brought down there. 2nd tackle, 12 out from the EU line as James now to Tyre to Vulvalakawa, and he goes over. He's managed to tackle break his way over that, and look at that. The scores are tied now after 49 minutes.
Well, I'm speechless. That left foot step to get around two to get into space is brilliance from the young centre who's keeping around for a while.
Yeah, and that was McLucky that missed that tackle. So,
the Gold Coast taking down notes for next season to bench McLucky.
No, that's never going to happen. As we get to see Tyre now, he's about to take a conversion, and it's gone to the right, swinging back, but he's missed it. We've got 10 all after 49 minutes. We're in for a real good second half here, as both kickers seem to be unable to hit the spot. McLucky lining up. Corey, did that liven up the Pasifika fans down on the line?
It's most certainly did. They're up, they're alive, they're chanting the young center's name. But now everyone's calmed down a little bit, and they're hoping that Pasifika don't drop off after that try. They want Eli Barnes to get his head in the game again.
Yep, as we get to see Lillard now taking a hit up. He's 21 out from his own line. After scoring points, Kausa to Nanai. Nanai, he's just driven straight back, and he's been tackled 22 out as it goes from to Tyre to Hunt, and Hunt, he makes 5 metres off his run, and they're 32 out. Certainly big defensive set after allowing points to be scored here from EU as Kausakout, he's tackled on the 4th, 37 out from his own line. Tyre now, he kicks it straight into Slugger. Oh, we've got EU coming straight back at them now. First tackle, 32 out. He plays the ball, it goes to Borsons to Scott. Scott takes a hit up. He drives his way forward. And he stands up. Wells to Hellier to Allen. Allen's tackled almost instantly the moment he's caught the ball. He still manages to get another 3 steps after catching. He's a very strong player as Borsons now to Demando. Demando's tackled. Wells stands up. McLucky passes the ball to Allen. 5th tackle, around 3 metres out from the Pasifika line. They've got to hold on. This is some really strong defence as now McLucky puts the grubber in. Oh no, it was a knock on, but he's now tackled 5 metres out from his own line. Madaus, he gets up, plays the ball, and that's a forward pass. That's unfortunate, wouldn't you say, Luke?
Yeah, that's definitely not what they needed there. That would put EU strike on the strike here, but McLucky, he's definitely off his game today. He might have to try it.
And as Tyres picked up the ball.
Tyres
and he's
away.
off.
Tyres has made up for that little kick that went straight to Slugger there.
Most definitely, as we get to see Manu now. He's taken a drive up. They're halfway in, second tackle. Certainly looked very dangerous if Ty didn't land on that ball, as Madaus now takes a hit up, and he's around 40 out on the third tackle. Madaus stands up. Lillard now takes a big hit up, and he's tackled 30 out. This is some really good push forward play, as we get to see Tyre now back on the inside to Madaus, and Madaus makes it to around 15 metres out from the EU line. As he stands up, very slow play the ball, as now Tyre puts the bomb up, and it's going to land just before the try line, just where you want it. It's tapped back, and it goes to Barnes, and Barnes goes over for his second try.
And a beautiful tap back there. There just wasn't any defence ready for Barnes to get that ball there.
Pinpoint kick as well from Tyre, as we get to see Pasifika for the first time in the game go to the lead. What's it like down there now, Corey?
Like I said, the crowd wanted Eli Barnes to get into space, and that's what the Pacific team is doing. They're listening to their home fans here. A lovely home crowd, and that's what you got to think about Eli Barnes, is you get him into space and messy defence, he's going to get through every time.
Oh, and Tyre's put the 2 points over. It's 16-10.
Finally, a kick.
It's 16-10. 55 minutes gone in this game, as we get to see the EU team brethren kicking off. I wouldn't count the EU team out just yet. They do have a lot of strike power across the field there, as we get ready for the Pasifika to receive the ball. As McLucky now, he's about to kick the ball off to the left-hand side of that upright. As it goes downfield, it's caught 8 metres out by Manu. Manu passes to Nanai, and Nanai drives his way to just before the 20-metre line. Pasifika certainly in the ascendancy here as they go to Kausakow. Kausakow makes a good 4 metres off his run there. He's stopped by one of the markers and the defenders. As Manu now onto the outside to Hunt. Hunt breaks through. He finds some space. He's brought down by Pongston. Certainly finding metres now, the Pasifika team, as we get to see Mayava now. He steps one. He's off on his run, and he's got Pongston chasing him down, and Pongston tackles him at the 10-metre line. Fourth tackle. Mayava stands up. Yeah, brilliant run, as we get to see Madaus now. Last tackle for the Pasifika team. They're going to be looking towards Tyre to provide some good service again, like the last tackle. As he puts a grubber, he picks it up himself, and he scored.
Individual brilliance there. That was you never see those little grubber kicks for themselves. You'll love to see it when the little number 6 backs himself and just puts it in for not the winger, not the forwards, but himself. He's one of the quickest players on the team, and there's got so much talent, and it's so tired to get him for himself to extend the lead.
Yeah, I don't think the EU team were ready for that. I think they were waiting for the outside players, and they forgot the man holding the ball. What would you say, Luke?
Yeah, they definitely didn't look like they were ready for that. So far, this is definitely not it's blowing out a bit. EU's going to really want to sharpen up in their defence and try and get back into this game. Otherwise, this could become a bloodbath by Pasifika.
Yep, 2 tries in 2 minutes. So they certainly got a man up after 55 minutes of solid defence. Obviously, Pasifika have found the weakness of the EU team as McCluckie is about to kick off again. What's it down there like now? I can hear a lot of noise coming from your end, Corey.
Honestly, it's hard to keep him out of the microphone at this point. They're loving being in front by 2. Now they're just hoping the team can go further. The 3rd try, I think we might see a streaker at this point.
Yep, and Tyre now to the inside to Hunt. Hunt's off, and he's offloaded it to Manu. Certainly not the man you want to give space, and as lucky that the scramble defence got back there to stop his run through. Manu stands up, plays the ball to James. James to Hunt. Hunt runs through a hole now. Pasifika making inroads through the defensive lines as Mataus is tackled. 3rd tackle, 38 out from the EU line. They go to Kausakau. Kausakau hits up. He's brought down 28 out from the EU line as Tyre now outside to Lillard. Lillard goes to Mataus. Mataus drives his way. They're around 15 out from the line as they look to the right-hand side to Tyre. Tyre puts another grubber in. It's picked up by Manu, and Manu's brought down just short. Oh, that was very lucky for the EU scramble defence.
Yeah, try-saving tackle there. They couldn't really afford any more points being put on the board at this point. They're going to really have to shore up their defence. Pasifika's just making too many metres up the middle. And as just that, they're throwing an intercept back, and Hong King has made a line break, and he's going to be in. He's going to dive over for more points here.
Wow, off the back of an EU mistake, Pasifika just made it look easy. The defence is certainly gored missing in this second half of this second half. Home King, absolutely amazing to get through there. Corey, what's it like?
Yeah, brilliant. Again, brilliant stuff from Pasifika. I'm honestly speechless. Where is the EU team gone? They started the game so dominant over the Pasifika, and now look at where the Pasifika is. Talk about home crowd advantage.
Yep,
I'm almost at a word that I can't say on YouTube.
Yep, it's certainly showing as 28-10 with 20 to go. 19 to go. So certainly a lot of points being scored at the back end of this second half. EU, I don't think have touched the ball outside of that brief time, and they threw that intercept. Is that right, Luke?
Yeah, possession's definitely swung in Pasifika's favour in this second half. As we have approached the 60-minute mark, we'll see the interchanges come back on with Prakash and Pache coming back on for EU.
Yeah, certainly should be able to muscle up in defence. They've had a good stint on the sideline, so they should be well rested as James passes to Kausakau. Kausakau's brought down by Borsons and another teammate as it goes to NBT. NBT, he makes a nice run on the edge there. He makes it just past the 40-metre line. It's Tyre to James. James in the middle of the park there, willing to take a hit up. He makes it to the 50-metre line, 4th tackle. Kowal now, that's a nice safe set from Pasifika as they get to kick it to one of the corners and hopefully trap the EU team into their own end. As it's Manu. Manu's kicked the ball down into Demando. Demando runs back and he's tackled around 16 metres out from his own line. Good defence after points would be required here as it's Prakash now. Prakash takes a hit up. He pushes his way to close to the 30-metre mark. There's 17 minutes left. If they really want their chances in this, they're going to have to put points on as Borsons goes to Pache. Pache takes a hit up and he's brought down 35 out from his own line. Borsons now stepping up to McCluckie. McCluckie, and he's tackled 42 out. 4th tackle. So are they going to be going for the 40-20? And they've kicked it. It looks to be good. It's going to find the grass. Is it going to bounce out? Oh, it's just been kept in.
Yeah, it definitely was a good kick. It looks like it was going out, but the last second bounce just kept it in. As we see, James goes to Barney. Barney just takes a run. He can take a tackle, push up towards the 50. Barney will get up, play the ball to James. James takes a dive from dummy half, and I'm not sure exactly why none of those guys were offside this time. He goes to Tua. Tua goes to the middle. Tua gets tackled and brought straight down to at the 35. Marley puts a kick down to Demando. Demando takes a step. He gets on the outside, but he gets brought down. Demando will play the ball. Plays the ball. Wells goes to Prakash. Prakash takes a tackle. He drives up towards 40. He'll play the ball to Wells. Wells goes to McLaughlin. McLaughlin goes to McCuzzin. McCuzzin makes a line break. He was trying to get past Barnes, but he got brought down there. He'll get up and play the ball. He goes to Wells. Wells goes to McLaughlin. McLaughlin goes to Allen. Allen takes a tackle. He drives up. He'll get up. He'll play the ball. He'll play the ball to Wells. Wells will play the ball to Borsons. Borsons to Ponkston. Ponkston can't get a step on there to get away from his defender. Goes to Short. Short just takes the drive up, the tackle up. Definitely not the last tackle option they would like there. Goes to Nano makes the break. He's brought down by Ponkston, just shy of the 40.
I'd say Short that they were trying to back their defense, the EU team, but after the first immediate set turning into a line break for the Pasifika team, I thought that backing the defense was the move.
Yeah, as Quell gets up and he play the ball, goes to James, goes to Calcasal, goes to MBT. MBT gets tackled. Then goes to Quell. Quell gets tackled. So Tyre puts a kick in here. It goes down to Demando. Demando, he makes the line break, but he gets tackled.
Yep, as we get to see Nofalengawi now pass to Allen. Allen throws the intercept. And he's dropped the ball straight back. Zero tackle now. As Wells gets up to play the ball. A scrum. Random. Borson's now playing the ball.
That shot was very personal.
Yeah, after that intercept. The intercepts have been a big issue for the EU team, as Wells now to Borson's to Allen. Allen's pushing forward and he's tackled 41 out from his own line on the second tackle. As we get to see Ponkston now, he steps through one, but he's brought down by the inside man that he stepped through. He gets up now to McLucky to Nofalengawi. He gets tackled 35 out from the Pasifika line. The time's running short for EU. They've really got to get some points off this set of 6, one would think. 9 minutes left. As Wells now. Wells to Borsons. Borsons puts the kick into the corner. Caught by NBT. NBT runs through a hole, but he's brought down there. NBT, he's going to get up and play the ball. It goes to James. James with a long pass to Kawal. Kawal, he's pulled down 35 out. One would think that the time has now been expunged for as we see Hone King. And he steps Borson, but he's tackled by the man running behind him. Hone now, he gets up, quick play the ball to Barnes. Barnes steps through one, and he's off and he's running, but he's got Ponkston, but he throws the inside ball to Tatua. And Tatua, he's going to get up. He's about 6 metres out from the EU line. And the offload to Tyre, and Tyre's pushing, but he's turned over on his back on the last tackle, 86 metres gained. And last tackle now, and it's kicked it along the ground, but it's hit the feet, and Short's picked it up. What's the crowd down there, Corey?
Yeah, they're celebrating at this point. There's six minutes left to go in this game, and their team's practically won in spectacular fashion. And it's about to get better.
Oh, and they're going to get another shot here of zero tackle.
Starting here in Pasifika.
Yep, 7 minutes to go, and NBT goes over the line and he scores quite comfortably. As now we've got the referee points to the spot and it's a try. Luke, what's your thoughts?
Just absolute utter disappointment in the EU there. They've really thrown this game away in the second half. After such a strong first half, they've just made nothing but mistake after mistake in the second half.
Yeah, and that was a really good first half from both teams, as we get to see Sonny Tyre's kicking skills here from the sideline. 32-10. With 6 minutes to go, this game's done and dusted here. Full credit to EU. They kept in this game for a fairly long period of time. It was around the 55th minute where it started to go south for them as Tyres slotted that directly over the post. Well played, 34-10. As we get to see McClucky now taking not the first kickoff of the game that he's had to do. Should be interesting. I actually think the EU team would have been favoured in this, wouldn't you say, Luke?
Coming off the Nines World Cup, a very strong probably favouritism, but this is a full 17 on 17, and that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah. Oh, this second half, the Pasifika team certainly. Oh, and he's offside. So they might get a consolation try here as they're about to kick to the sideline. It certainly appeared at the start of the game that it was EU making a lot of the space and running meters through the middle, but obviously at half time Pacifica's muscled up and they've managed to make a lot of meters through the middle. I'm not sure if that's a stamina issue, as we get to see now Wells to McClucky. McClucky short, takes a hit up, getting thrown a really bad ball. So he's 10 out from the Pasifika line. It goes to Allen. Allen's going to take another hit up. He's driving. No, he's driving. Oh, he's just short. He's within centimetres of the line. As it goes to McClucky, and he's passed it off to Pache. Pache's going to get turned over on his back. And the ref's going to take it upstairs. We must have missed something here. Certainly no try from that view.
No try from that view. McClucky's definitely not had the game that he would normally have. He's probably going to have to really reflect on that. He probably going to be disappointed in himself more than anything.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's rocks and diamonds. He can pull off a play like that one, and Pache's going to get tackled 5 out, or he can pull off a play that's unbelievable and the team scores. So Barnes to Manu back on the inside to Mayava. Mayava's going to be pulled down 12 out. There's 3 minutes left. They've just got to have nice slow set, and that this should be. EU will be lucky to get the ball again, or maybe one more time for a couple of tackles. As James now to Tyre to Tatua. They're playing it really safe as we're getting to really close to the end of the game. What's your thoughts on the whole game as a whole, Luke?
The scoreline wouldn't do the first half justice. It was a really strong first half from both teams, even the start of the second half. But as you said, about the 55-minute mark, just EU seemed to drop off. Pasifika got that control of the game, and they've just run away with it from there.
Yep, and I hear the crowd throwing beer all over the place down there, Corey.
At this point, it's a party in the crowd more than watching a game. They're enjoying their win here at home against the EU squad. Honestly, I do want to give my quick thoughts on this game. I feel like the Pasifika, they started definitely controlling the game when they could single out Dom Constant and getting him to, because he hasn't really touched the ball the second half. I've noticed he couldn't get many runs. He wasn't getting into much space other than I'd say the first 3 minutes. And he's been the left out piece that the EU team just couldn't get points back on board.
It's 100% correct. As we've got 5 seconds left, Pasifika's got the ball and they're just going to take a hit up here and just take the tackle. So this game concludes at 34-10. Really good game for Pasifika. Certainly in that second half, from 55 minutes onwards, they never looked like losing. Wouldn't you say, Luke?
Yeah, this game was an arm wrestle from start to finish, and they've just muscled up and got that wrestle in the second half.
As we're going to take a look at the stats here, you wouldn't think that EU had more possession as the stats say, but I guess what's really hurting here is very evenly matched, but the score don't match it other than time in possession. But I think the time in possession may be to the fact that more points were scored for Pasifika, so there was a lot more kickoffs back to EU, wouldn't you say, Luke?
Yeah, the possession, it was more probably even than what the stats would suggest. Just Pasifika took their opportunities when they had the ball. As we say, the errors are the same. Completions roughly around the same. You got 29 sets to 28. So that there shows that time of possession sort of evens out. The missed tackles are roughly around the same. A lot more line breaks. Not many more line breaks. So it's just a matter of Pasifika just taking their opportunities when they had the ball.
Yeah, that's right. As we flop over to the player stats, and if we have a look here, for the Pacific Islanders, Tim James at the top there, but Raikamanu played it out of his socks. He seemed to be involved with a lot of hit-ups coming out from the Pacifica end and giving those big fellas a nice breather. As we get to see, Sonny Tyre played an amazing game, and he managed to get 4 try assists. So really instrumental in their game. And Simon
Absolute
Humphrey,
captain's knock.
yeah, 100%. And Eli Barnes, 5 line breaks. NBT as well, 4 line breaks. They certainly managed to do a lot. And even those 18-minute forwards, they certainly put in their fair share as 4 and 6 tackles. Like 18 minutes to be having that sort of output, really good. If we move over to the Brethren now, Dom Pongston, 9 line breaks. You couldn't expect him to carry a team any more than what he tried to do in this today. 241 metres. But Wally Allen as well, always put his hand up for big hits. Who's your standouts, Luke?
From the Brethren, definitely Pongston. As a captain, he tried everything he could to push this team. Took them on their back. Short, disappointing, 74 minutes, and he can only muster 90 metres. Definitely not someone you'd expect to You'd expect more out of someone that played 74 minutes.
Yeah, and I think another important one is Crimp. Michael Crimp obviously played a really amazing game out on the wing there. He never made a step wrong, and he seemed to be able to find space when required. On that note, I would like to thank you all from Fiji, and have a great weekend.